want to go across to Karuna Nandi first, because Karuna, on the one side, parties like the Aam Aadmi Party come out, want to speak out on issues of women's rights, safety, violence against women, and suddenly the moment it's one of their own leveling these charges against one of their own, then suddenly she's acting at the behest of the BJP, she's gone rogue, she's been bought out, all kinds of slander starts to come into play.
And we have seen these statements also from across some of the people in the India coalition who would otherwise speak out for women's rights, right? In times like these, in election times, there are people who, most people who say that, look, not now. But this is the problem, right? Women's rights is always not now. So when you see the situation and when you see Swati Maliwal, who is no less than a Rajya Sabha MP, and who frankly is somebody I believe, right, makes a complaint like this and waits, mind you, waits for 3 days for the Chief Minister to take action, and the Chief Minister takes no action, then this is unacceptable. And we cannot always say, wait for the election, wait for, across the board this happens. When we have Prajwal Revanna, for instance, right? And the fact that only a blue corner notice has been issued against him and not a red corner notice, because the CBI recommended that only a blue corner notice be issued. The CBI has been asking the state government to take over the case, whereas the Chief Minister has been saying that no, let the SIT go on, and the SIT is doing a good job in terms of the investigation. Are we to believe that when it comes to women's rights, only when there is a political party in power that has some kind of related jurisdiction that is against the political party that is perpetuating this kind of violence, that only then justice will happen?
Oh, absolutely.
When we saw the stalking issue against the Prime Minister, and when we see that it was resolved in such an unsatisfactory way when the woman never spoke, but only on the say-so of the father was the matter resolved. And the BJP admitted, in fact, that the woman was being pursued by GL Singhal and other, and her love life was being monitored. What happened to that? Nothing happened.
Okay,
so
I want to go across to
what their gender
Piyush Joshi, because Karuna makes an important point, and also if you look at it very ruthlessly, it's kind of, you'd imagine that just to be politically pragmatic, the Chief Minister will say, we're taking action against Bibhav, and that till the 2nd of June and even beyond, he's docked. He's no longer going to be with us. Some kind of announcement is made, action is taken against him. So the message goes out internally and externally, especially after Sanjay Singh has admitted that what happened was totally wrong, that some action is taken. Why is the Aam Aadmi Party tying itself in knots around this case?
Well, first and foremost, let me start by saying that this kind of incidents is certainly very reprehensible and condemnable. And one has to take the statement made by Swati Maliwal ji at its face value, and any kind of violence against women is certainly not acceptable. But to say that Arvind Kejriwal ji is sitting mute on it, or Arvind Kejriwal ji is not acting on it, or maybe, Arvind Kejriwal, at the behest of the Honorable Chief Minister, an incident such as this has happened, as the various BJP spokesperson have been saying.
No, you're answering a question I didn't ask. My question is, why is Bibhav Kumar still floating around Arvind Kejriwal? Why is he still accompanying the Chief Minister to political rallies and for roadshows and sabhas, and he's seen with him at the airport? Answer just that question. Why is he not told what you did was wrong? I don't want to be around you.
Rahulji, once the matter is with the police, then the police has to investigate the matter and take.
No, sir, it's not just about the police.
Get to the bottom
the
of
Aam Aadmi Party has accepted that what Bibhav Kumar did was wrong. Yes. This is not just about the police. This is a man who needs to be answerable to his own conscience as well.
Absolutely, and that is where the Aam Aadmi Party, is different from the other political party, because Sanjay Singh ji himself had.
Now, how is it different, sir? Again, Piyush Joshi, you're not answering my question. There's images on the screen right now from Lucknow. There's Arvind Kejriwal there. Behind him is Bibhav Kumar. I'm saying, why is he still with the Chief Minister? Why hasn't he been benched? Why hasn't he been docked? Why hasn't he been fired? Why hasn't he been told, I will not be around you, you assaulted a woman, this is wrong. What you did is not acceptable.
Rahulji, it is certainly bad optics. I will agree with you that it is bad optics.
So you're worried about optics. This is about a woman getting assaulted. You're worried about optics. Just do the right thing. Why is the party not doing the right thing?
Will you allow me to make my point without interjecting for 30 seconds, right? So that I can go on. We don't know why Bibhav Kumar accompanied Mr. Kejriwal ji. Maybe Kejriwal ji wanted to use the time of the travel, to get to the bottom of the case. We don't know. All we are living in an assumption, in a land of assumptions and presumptions.
Okay, let's Sanju Verma. I'm sure she's itching to come in on this. Vibhav Kumar travelled with the Chief Minister because Kejriwal wanted to get to the bottom of this whole case, which is why it's important for him to travel with the CM to Lucknow. Sanju Verma.
Thank you, Rahul. Rahul, I want to address a couple of issues. First and foremost, let me address the elephant in the room. And the nub of the issue, the crux of the issue is this. It took 31 hours for Sanjay Singh to admit that, Swati Maliwal ke saath badtamizi hui hai. The term he used was badtamizi, and he did not stop at that. He then went on to admit Swati Maliwal ke saath abhadra vyavahar bhi hua tha. Bibhav Kumar not only disrespected her, not only behaved with Swati Maliwal rudely and impolitely, that is the textbook definition of badtamizi, but also he engaged in obscenities. Abhadra vyavahar ka matlab kya hota hai? Point number one, it took over 50 hours for Sanjay Singh to even pay a courtesy visit to Swati Maliwal. The third point, it is now close to 104 hours. And the same Arvind Kejriwal, who's very active on social media, who has an opinion on everything under the sun, he has consumed Fevicol in wholesale. Arvind Kejriwal's acolytes, and today I'm not going to hold back my punches. Atishi, Saurabh Bhardwaj, Raghav Chadda sitting in London. These guys have chosen to completely remain in radio silence mode. These are the same people who have an opinion on everything under the sun when the perpetrator allegedly, supposedly is from the BJP. Unfortunately or fortunately in this case, it is no one from the BJP. But the moot point is this. Let us keep our political affiliations and political ideologies aside for a while. I've been on a zillion debates on this particular issue since this Monday. And what I find absolutely appalling and horrifying, Rahul, is the attitude to this entire thing. Whether Swati Maliwal was beaten in the pelvis area, whether she was punched, whether she was kicked on the chest, in the stomach, forensic evidence hogi, CCTV footage will be pulled up, the Delhi police will do a thorough job. But be that as it may, look at the attitude of the top leaders from the ... alliance. Akhilesh Yadav says, ye koi itni jaruri cheez nahi hai. When somebody questions him from the media during a press conference about the Swati Maliwal issue, he says, ye to sab BJP ka racha hua shadyantra hai, BJP logo par jhoota muqaddama chalane wali gang hai. Then look at Arvind Kejriwal, his body language is shifty, fidgety, he looks nervous. Sanjay Singh tries to deflect, divert, digress and then debunk. And most importantly, if Sanjay Singh admitted that Bibhav Kumar indeed engaged in abhadra vyavahar, what was Bibhav Kumar doing flying with Arvind Kejriwal in the same aircraft, rubbing shoulders with Sanjay Singh? I mean, is that how you treat somebody who you feel could be a perpetrator in a heinous crime? No. So basically, Sanjay Singh and Arvind Kejriwal have been mollycoddling Bibhav Kumar, and I would like to make one very pertinent point. For everybody who comes on television debates from the Aam Aadmi Party side, their official and unofficial spokespersons, Bibhav Kumar alone is not culpable in this case. This incident happened at the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence, point number one. He was present there, point number two. Point number three, Arvind Kejriwal is also the CEO, the head honcho, the karta dharta of Aam Aadmi Party. To imagine that Swati Maliwal could have been beaten black and blue and thrashed without Arvind Kejriwal's tacit, implicit and explicit approval is unimaginable.
No, but you don't know that. Let's not be unfair here. No, one second. Sanju Verma, there are lots that they need to answer for. That Kejriwal asked for this to happen is not something that we have any evidence of. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.